Hi everyone, how is everybody doing? And this is the Forex Traders Engage group. Now we're gonna see the pairs what we have. Now this is the pound AUD as you can see, and we've got the GBP NZD. Okay, right. Now coming back to it, if you very specifically see this bubble, okay, can you see this? Watch the arrow. This cutting this upper horizontal line. It's a bubble. Okay, this is a bubble short. This is the 50 EMA. You gotta be careful that price doesn't is not touching this part. Okay, it's either breaking this part or it's up before it touches you, because if price is at the 50 EMA, you want to enter because it'll pull back. Like you can see, it's pulling back. Right. This is the pound New Zealand dollar, and this is the 5 minute. Okay, now you can see this bubble out here. Okay, it's broken this area, so this is a possible sell. But on Fridays you've got to be careful because today there's going to be non-farm payroll coming out a few hours from now, and you got to be watchful. Okay, so I wouldn't be entering this trade because it could possibly go right up and hit your stops and everything. So you just got to watch the candles a bit. You need to understand that you can may take one or two trades a day. If you see this bubble set up, watch this. See where the arrow is, okay, of the mouse. This is the bubble setup. This is the blue thing is just like it's like a support resistance level. Okay, so you don't worry about that right now. Just focus on the bubbles. Now you would buy here. You had pips, okay, till this red line, right? You could have just got out in 4 or 5 candles. You had around 50 pips. That's it. You have 50 pips. You're good. I mean, 50 pips a day compounded over a 20-day period of a month. It's a lot of money, right? Right. Same thing here. You see the small. It's a little riskier setup, but you had your 50 pips again, right? So what I'm trying to show you is something. It's a extremely powerful system. It's free, and instead of you guys going out and paying money for guys who teach, they charge you thousands and thousands of dollars, and ultimately you're left with something which you're not sure whether you're gonna make money or no. Like there are courses for $5,000 and $2,000 and $3,000. Basically, they want money because they I don't know. I mean, each one to their own, but I'm sure there are good courses out there which are worth what you pay. Watch this. Sorry for my throat. This trade, if you shorted here, it went right back. So you see that? Why didn't I enter it now? Even on a demo account, it's gone up. It's gone up. It's gone up 37 pips. Now you lose. If you keep trading, you're gonna lose. The important thing is to trade minimum one trade a day or two. I would still say take one, and if the stop loss is within your 1 to 2% risk, just exit and wait for the next day and go and do something else. There's no point just trading and trying to make money when when you know how risky the markets are typically. Okay. This again same thing. Okay, if you see how it's turned back front right on you, this is typically going to go up because the 1 hour trend is the bias is upwards. Can you see that? It's going up. It's just doing small pullbacks and it's going up. So you don't want to trade such trending markets, uptrending markets within, and short them, because it's risky. As I said, the lesser you trade, the more successful you'll be, right? Follow this system. If you want more information, just comment below, and I will guide you how to go about it and learn trading and with discipline. I mean, you don't expect to just get a system and just in one day become a trader, because that's not going to happen. It takes time, but you need to be you need to know one thing, that once you know what you're doing, you are in a better position to take the right entry and setups, and be more profitable. Now this is a bubble setup, but it's too small a gap for a bubble. Upper gap should be a little like this, okay, or a little bigger than this. something like this. You can see that it still went up few pips, 20-30 pips. So you don't have a set goal that I want to make 10 pips or 20 pips or 50 pips. You won't be profitable that way, because some people have goals and they try to predetermine their profits accordingly. That won't happen, because the market doesn't work that way, right? So patience is what works. Typically the London session is excellent for trade setups. This is a good bubble setup. The green histogram, the green, alright, the bubbles, you could have entered here and you could have had good 70, 60, 70, 75 pips, and you would still be in the trade, right? So once you get the mechanics of it, it becomes routine, and you will understand it much better to be more profitable. Just keep attending seeing the videos every day, and you will eventually get there. Because if you don't practice, then you're not gonna really. I mean, what do you have to lose? You're learning for free. I'm not charging you anything, so just take the advantage of it, right? Because I have been practicing this like for a long time. Don't change systems. Systems will fail. All systems fail to a certain degree. It's just that you got to practice the right setups, money management, and one trade a day. Do not even try to take the second one in the beginning, because unless you get really good at it, like if you start, I would say typically start with a demo account, or $500 or $1,000 demo account. Start with 1 or 2 micro lots, 0.01, 0.02. Get the hang of it. Then slowly graduate to life. That is, if you have money which you can afford to lose, quote unquote. That's very important. So you need to be having those extra funds. Don't trade money which you need for your livelihood or something, because as you know, currency trading is not easy by far. Yeah, everybody wants to become a trader and make $100, $2,000 a day. Yes, you can see that, right? If you trade 2 standard lots, this is $1,000 from year to year, $2,000. If you trade 3 standards, 4 standards, but what if it goes down? So you can do that when your account is really big and you have got the discipline, the patience and stuff. But do not do that till you don't get that. Yeah, I mean, just keep having you just keep watching charts, and all I can tell you is that this system has a 50 plus win ratio, which I think, in my opinion, is very good. Don't go for those systems which they talk about 80%, 90%. They don't exist. They never have. They never will. because trading is something between you and the market, and a decent system which is worthwhile. Okay, this is a very good setup. You can see that, right? Don't worry about the blue box behind. That's not important right now. As you can see, the bubble setup. Okay, it's cut this line. You have a very clear cut buy. The histogram's green, and you go buy, right? You had around 122 pips from here. From here, you can watch the red line from here. Why here? Because the bubble cut this bubble entry level. You can see this green line, and this bubble cutting it. For up, it cuts from down. For top, it cuts from down. Like it could cut from here down, but you got to watch out for the 50 EMA. Sorry. Watch the 50 EMA. You got to be careful of that. So, this is your entry, right? This is your entry. This is your exit. Where is your exit? This is your exit. Yeah. Buy. This is your exit because there is a green. There's this red thing here. The histogram. The minute the first histogram turns red, you exit. Not the vertical long ones. That's okay. Just these, right? These. So you exit, and you had 100 and plus pips. You are good for the day. If you trade one mini lot, it's like you made $120 a day. $120 into 20 days is more than $2,400, right? So that's a lot of money just by trading the currency markets. So what I'm trying to show you is it's really worth a lot if you take the time and effort to practice this strategy. Do not please think that just because this is free, and I mean, what's the big deal? Because it's free, I'm teaching for free. What is the use? It's not at all like that. If you really practice, you will make a lot of money. All right. Right, so you gotta watch. Again, I'm telling you, if you think that this was a bubble short, you entered it and it turned right back on you. You can enter for a minimum of 10 pips. That's known as scalping. You gotta be very fast at your entry and exit. Okay, 5 to 10 pips quick. You could, but that's meant for a little more. After a little more practice, you can do that. So yeah, typically this is going to go up because the 1 hour trend is up. So you need to just understand how do you manage your risk. Do not go live yet if you're new to it, because you will lose your money if you do not learn and you don't practice right money management. If you do, you practice a lot, you will build your portfolio to a significant amount of funds, which you will eventually really be proud of. That you got to keep scanning pairs like what I'm doing now, like on the left hand side. The more you scan these pairs, the more you will able to you can also check out crypto if it's there with your broker. Like this was a good trade. It was just very short. It was a very good trade. It was profitable, and yeah, you could have entered here and exited here. You were in profit. The thing is that you gotta have the patience for the bubble setup to build up, because if you don't do that, it's not worth it. This was on the 1 hour. The 1 hour is stronger for setups, but you gotta be sure. Yeah. Don't try for 1 hour now. Just go with the 5 minute in the beginning. Trying to kind of master it. There's a good setup here. All right. But yeah, you can see that. You enter here and you exited here. Now this is again a bubble, but it's not a proper setup because the 50 EMA again is in the center. Remember the 50 EMA is golden. Okay, you don't want to break the rule, even if it's one arrow away. You don't want to take it. It's gonna turn. It's gonna turn on you, right? You need one trade a day or maximum two. Please understand that. It's important to know that if you really want to master the game and be a professional trader, you need to get that. So yeah, right. Um, Patience is what's important. Once you develop that, you'll be good. Yeah, you'll be good. Uh, we're looking at the CAD, the GBP CAD now. This is a bubble setup. See, I'm trying to show you the bubble setups which didn't work for a reason. The reason is this is a bubble, but you hit the blue line. What happened? It's 50 EMA. It turned right. That's what you got to be aware of. You don't want to risk something which you're not sure of, right? So yeah, that's important. If you do that, you will be a much better trader. And don't worry about this offset. That's just something which I'm doing now. You just need to look for the setups. That's important. Yeah. The Euro USD, most traded pair globally. This is not a bubble setup because it didn't cross this line, right? If it was a big cross, it was a short. And again, today is Friday, so you got to be careful. Typically, just trade the London Open or mid London on Fridays and just close the market. That's it. Don't wait for New York sessions. Don't do that. Yeah, you don't want to do it. It's not worth it. Because you're trading intraday. If you're day trading, you gotta be careful. If you're swing trading, that's a different thing. But see, if you compound your funds, if you make 10-20 bucks every day and you keep compounding it with one trade, you'll be far more profitable than a lot of losing traders because they're just losing money because of taking multiple trades and running robots. Robots don't work. Yeah, this is a robot which I'm testing, but I'm still testing it. But do not get into robots and EAs and all. They never work. So stay away from them, please. They take a lot of time to first test them, and I've never seen one working consistently so far. So yeah. Typically they should go back up with the trend on the 1 hour, so we'll just gotta wait and watch. Yeah, you can see it's been going up from the past 4-5 days, right? It's yeah, from the 23rd of March it's just been going up. So with a whipsaw year on the 20th, 21st, 23rd. So yeah, that's it for now. I don't want to make these videos too long and make it boring, but just stick to the basics. Free is good, right? So make use of the free education and post your comments below, and just hit the subscribe and like button so that you will automatically know when the video pops up for the next day, and you will be ready to just go through it, because consistency is key. Once you keep watching these videos for a couple of days and again, it'll sink in and you'll get it. You will able to grasp the whole strategy, how it works. Okay, I'll see you guys. Bye. Have a good one.